Here's something else that it's well and truly past time to make a video about. Got this at the 2022 Niagara Hamfest. It's been useful. I've actually been using it as a network diagnostic laptop for some of the few network projects that I've been working on. It's pretty outmoded now, but want me to be honest, I kind of miss this era of Apple's design. Everything is now all about anodized aluminum and unibody. This is still considered unibody, I believe. It may not be, but I'm pretty sure that it is. Maybe not. I thought it was, but perhaps it isn't. There's no serviceability to any of these things anymore. Of course, the same is true of a lot of PC laptops, so it's not like anything's any different. The battery is completely dead, of course. This is a MacBook. I believe it's a 2009 model. It is a model A1181. Copyright 2007. That's kind of weird. I'm pretty sure that this design didn't come out until much later than 2007, but maybe I'm wrong. It has the MagSafe power. That connector is pretty dirty, but it still works. Ethernet, display output, I believe that's digital and analog. FireWire 400, surprised not seeing 800, but the 400 is infinitely more useful anyway. 2 USB, line input and headphone output, and of course a Kensington lock. On the front, there's an infrared there. That's a receiver, maybe even be a transmitter for syncing with PDAs. Not that anybody did that back when this thing was new. No one was doing that anymore. And there, of course, is the light. Open it up. It's in reasonable condition, about what you'd expect for something of this age. There's some dirt on the keyboard, but the key's not completely worn out. A little bit of wear on the trackpad, you can see there. And there's a little bit of wear on the keyboard, too. There's an eyesight camera there. So I'm going to actually steal, I believe that this will work. I'll steal the connector from my MacBook Air. Let's see. Does it work? Yep. It does. It's even trying to charge. No, that's going to work. Light went to green. Let's see, is it going to do anything here? Maybe I need the proper adapter. Okay, I got the actual adapter this time. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's better. I don't know why it flashes like that, but it does work. So leave it to Apple to come up with a standard and then revise that standard so it's completely incompatible. Especially if you're going to continue calling it this MagSafe, which is the same thing. They never really changed the name of that. Anyway, here it is. Is it connected to my Wi-Fi? Low battery. Yes, thank you for that. Date and time is wrong. Oh my gosh, what's it doing? Oh, give me a minute. I think it's connected to the wrong network. Okay, there we go. This thing was on Time Machine. Last backup was apparently there, although I don't know how because I can't contact that. The date and time is wrong. It's not December 28th anymore of 2023. I kind of wish that it was, but it's not. What version of the macOS is this actually running? Ah, it's running El Capitan. Oh, man. Yeah. I think that's the latest release that will actually run on a mid-2009 MacBook, which is what this is. It's only got 4 gigs of RAM in it. Probably should upgrade that. 1280 by 800 display. NVIDIA video, so I'm surprised it still works. Wow, it's got an SSD in it. I didn't know that. I certainly didn't put that in there. Huh. Super drive. 4 gigs. DDR2. So yeah, that's really probably all the RAM that this is ever going to see anyway. You probably could get 4GB DDR2 memory modules, but I just haven't seen very many of them. Bring this up here, you can get a little bit more information about it. 1066 bus speed. No ATA. Intel audio. Not surprising there. Does actually have Bluetooth. EyeSight camera. No card reader. Host. Disk burning, we've already looked at that. Ethernet. NVIDIA? NVENet. Yeah, that looks like NVIDIA Ethernet. Ugh. No fiber channel. Of course, FireWire 400. GeForce graphics. 256 megs of video memory. Well, I remember when that was a lot. Of course, there's the RAM. There is no NVMe. This predates that standard by, well, quite a bit, actually. So there's your power. No UPS, obviously. There's the SATA. Who made this? This is an ADATA SSD. Pretty good choice. There's probably more I can do with this thing. Yeah, I know. I don't really care because that backup server is on a completely different network anyway. So, I don't think there's much else I can really think of to say about this. I mean, it's a polycarbonate MacBook. You know, I was just saying I miss this era of Apple's design, but there's really nothing special about this machine. You know, most of the time, I tend to focus on a lot of the vintage stuff. You know, that's what really interests me. Stuff like that, or those over there. You know, the vintage computers, even if they don't happen to be Apple's, but just clones, and therefore completely worthless. The stuff is just too new. It's not that interesting, so I guess there's one thing. But I don't even know. Maybe something like this is considered vintage technically now, considering how hopelessly outmoded it is. I mean, they're up at what, macOS 14 now? This is 10.11. I remember when Yosemite came out. That was a long time ago. I remember the lack of skeuomorphism, which is what that 3D effect was called that the dock used to have. You know, it's now flat, the flat appearance. I remember not really liking that when it first came out, but now I'm just kind of indifferent to it. You know, it's nice not to have the graphics horsepower of the system wasted on 3D animations of the dock. I mean, it still zooms and all that. It's not like the dock has changed much. It's just that the appearance is different. And that's what I'm talking about. It's this Aeroglass is the Windows equivalent. So, anyway, I think that's it for that. So I'm going to shut this down. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them below.